Welcome to Confidence and Clarity, where today we are having a conversation about pretty privilege. So, what is pretty privilege, and do some women destroy the pretty privilege that they have? Now, when we're talking about pretty privilege, that's basically easy mode. Now, I'm asking that question because there's a woman here who's saying what they don't tell you about pretty girl privilege. So in my mind, I'm wondering, what is she doing to destroy pretty privilege? Now, before we get into this talk, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Now that we got that out the way, let's go in with this thought. Is this a wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger? And then the most important question is she looking to do business, or is she actually looking for romance? Meaning, is she engaging in talking to these guys because she really likes them and she's really looking for love, or is she really just trying to get to the bag? All right, let's get into it.
As a pretty girl, it's so frustrating for people to think that life is just all sunshine and rainbows, when in actuality, we go through it the worst. People think we got all these friends, we got niggas, we got options, we always invited to the parties, when that is literally the furthest thing from the truth.
But your life does not. Oh my God.
For one, we get treated so bad by men, like so bad. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've encountered some men that tried to do me fucking dirty. And
Now, wait a minute. When I hear women say that, these women have done some scandalous shit when it comes to men. I mean scandalous. So be cautious when you hear a woman say that, because nowadays we hear every single woman saying it, so much so to where this is no longer the exception. This is actually normal.
And I didn't do nothing to deserve it. Nothing. But I've come to terms with the fact that a lot of men have gotten satisfaction of trying to break me down and belittle me. Whether it was because they was jealous or they wanted to diminish my worth so that nobody else could see me, I don't know, but it's weird as shit. Secondly, we go through it with other females so fucking bad. I'll link up with a girl and I'll be like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. She down to earth, like she a real one, And then a couple months down the line, I'm finding out that this bitch secretly hates me. I'm talking.
Why? Why does this woman hate you? Is it because of the same reason that the guys was trying to break her down?
Look what she did to my car.
Oh.
Look what this bitch did to my car. They stand it all.
Sounds like revenge, but.
And hates me. I've had guys that I'm cool with tell me about conversations he overheard that women were having about me in the same room as him. Not even digging, it's somebody over here to the far side of the room that know me. And we ain't even gonna get into the mistreatment that we experience from family members, all because they feel some type of way about what we look like.
Wait a minute. This woman is a huge victim. Everything that she said is a victim. She got men that are taking pride in trying to, you know what? Let's let her finish.
Realistically speaking, people only fall all over us online. And
enough. I've had enough. That is all. Look, that's all I can take. This woman right here is lying her ass off. Now, there may be some things that are true. She may be encountering people that are doing her wrong or doing her scandalous, but I would tell you to be cautious when hearing a woman say this, because the women that I've come across who've said things like this, they do scandalous to men. I mean, scandalous. So much so to where that woman finally meets her match. She finally meets a man that is more scandalous than her, that really doesn't have any morals or any sense of like good energy towards a woman, meaning he not gonna just take that L and keep it moving. Now, when it comes to women and this whole online thing, all men constantly tell women, especially the women who are in relationships and they're happy, right? I went through this where I actually saw my ex constantly talking good about me, but she was surrounded by women who were so toxic that it was horrible. Like, it was so toxic to the point to where they did not believe that this woman was this happy, because they did not want this woman to be this happy. So I asked you fellas to look at this woman and think about it. She said she got men that are taking satisfaction and pride in tearing her down. I would say that sounds like revenge. Then she said there were women who were down to earth that she thought was cool, who she found out they hate her. You got to ask the question, why? Why do these women hate her? And then the worst part of all, she said her family hates on her because of the way she looks. Now, I want you to think about what she's saying. The way she looks.
We ain't never gonna get separated again.
She bought everything. Like, when it comes to what she looks like, we don't know what she looks like. And that's no slight to her, because a lot of women are doing this. They're providing us with an illusion, just like her talking about being online and, oh my gosh, the guys, like, people see her online and they treat her a certain way, but when they see her in person, it's completely different. That's because they've been tricked. They've been fooled. Now we get to see you in real life. We don't get to see you from your best angle, with your head turned the right way and your legs crossed to make your hips stick out. And most importantly, now we see more than just your snatch. We see more than just your areolas. We actually get to see what you really look like. You may be bigger, you may be taller, right? But what I'm saying is, seeing you in real life versus seeing like a airbrushed, perfectly made picture where everything just looks completely natural and real. Now all of a sudden we see you in real life and we can see the flaws that you actually have, just like you can see the flaws that you actually have. Now, I'm not here to make this woman feel bad. I'm just saying we're talking about pretty privilege. So this woman sounds like she's destroying her pretty privilege. She sounds like she is the problem, not the victim, but she's the reason why things are going left or things are not going the right way. For instance, it's hard to really get into it with family, because at some point in time, people are going to look up to you and they're going to want to be just like you, or they're going to want some of the same things that you're getting. I want you guys to understand this as well. She's talking about being invited to the parties. There's only so many celebrities. And I'm not talking about Instagram famous people. I'm talking about actual celebrities like Chris Brown, Future, Drake. There's only so many of them. Yes, you have a certain amount of followers, so you've been given this access. But there is a woman who's turning 21 or 25 every single day. So what it sounds like to me is she's actually aging out, because pretty only lasts for so long. Now, pretty is real when all of that shit comes off and you still look good. But if you don't look good when all of that comes off, we're talking about the makeup, the nails, the eyelashes, right? Like, this is why men say we don't like the shit. But when we're out and about and we're looking for that release, oh yeah, this may look good for a release, because we need that illusion to help us keep going, or to help us get the release. Like, it's okay for the night, but once your clothes get ruined, your bed sheets get ruined, your pillowcases get ruined, and then you actually see what this person looks like, it's a completely different situation. This is why I constantly say to men, focus on yourself. This woman right here, she did you a favor. I want you to think about the list of enemies that she actually has, right? Friends that she thought was down to earth, men that are taking pride in destroying her, family members who are jealous of her. That's a lot of people that don't like you. I mean, that is a lot of people. And these people are in close proximity to her. This isn't just like people that are, you know what I'm saying, on social media. And listen, I understand that there will be some people who don't like you, but you have to be doing something that pisses these people off. Now, when it comes to you, you got to reinvent yourself, man, because women like this will destroy everything that you have, or they will distract you from the goals that you actually have set for yourself, because they're so focused on themselves that they can't see anything else. Nothing else matters but the nails they wear, the hair. Listen, I don't really want to get on her because she has the potential to be an attractive woman. But when I look at her, I'm just like, damn, there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of bad attitude that I see coming from this woman. So I don't want to make her seem like a bad person. But I'm just telling you, me, I would do my best to avoid her or leave her the alone. I also hear a lot of performing. So fellas, this is why it's important for you to focus on your mind, your body, your finances, because women like this will distract you and throw you off your purpose. Now, I always say adapt to dating. This is the reason why. You may have approached this woman for whatever reason. Maybe you liked her. Maybe you liked what she looked like that night. Maybe you're just interested in her. But once you start to listen to her speak, now you really have to make a decision on what you're doing with your life, what phase of life you're in, and seeing if this woman is going to help you reach that goal or if she's going to distract or deter you from that goal. Believe you me, this woman is looking for money. She ain't looking for love. But this is also the type of woman who would end up on Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. She's going to make you pay for her mistakes, the mistakes she made in her past. She's telling you about the damage and the trauma that she's receiving throughout her lifetime. So when you wonder why it's hard for this woman to pair bond, when you wonder why it's hard for this woman to be with one man, you're listening to it in real time. But she's at a younger age, meaning she's not 60 yet. Well, all of this being said, I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that the video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.